it is just a waste of money and time. What do you say?
Well, I think a large Homeland Security package for a lot of border security is not a waste of time. We need technology. We need additional manpower. We need technology in between the ports of entry. We need technology at the ports of entry. So all of those items would be great in getting us to the vision of having operational control of the border. That means we know everything that's going back and forth across our border. The problem is, what does a wall mean? You know, what does fencing mean? What does physical barriers mean? This is where this debate between the president and the speaker is getting us. I'm glad there's 17 people in a room in a bipartisan way trying to negotiate a funding deal to fund the Department of Homeland Security, and I hope that they move towards some kind of completion. The president outlined what he thought was a compromise, and today the Democrats provided their response, and now it's up for this conference committee, this bipartisan, bicameral group, to work together to try to find this deal.
Do you expect him to declare a national emergency?
I think he's planning to do that. I think that's a bad idea. I think many people have already articulated that this is a bad idea. He has the capability, according to law, to declare a national emergency. But the question is going to be, in some of the sections that they're talking about using in public law, to have the Department of Defense build this wall, that will definitely be challenged in a court. And the ruling states that if the military has to build something to advance their mission, then they can do that. But when the mission is the thing that they're trying to build, that's going to be the issue around this court case. So we shouldn't be taking money from the Department of Defense, because the next question is, what are we taking away from DOD in order to do some of this fiscal barrier?
Okay, so a couple questions here. Does, in your negotiations at all, does the idea of the reality that the president said Mexico is going to pay for the wall, does that ever come up, and now taxpayers or the Department of Defense, they're being asked to pay for the wall? Does anyone ever go to that reality?
Well, I think it's been often quoted and talked about in the press when it comes to the individuals that are actually trying to solve this problem, avoid another government shutdown, ensure that we really have border security. That's not a topic of conversation that I've heard of or I've participated in. This should be, how do we gain operational control? We should work within the confines of the Secure Fence Act. It's already law. We have 654 miles right now of physical barrier.
Okay.
We should have technology, and we should have manpower.
Okay, so quickly, I just want to ask you about other things. Does he understand the precedent that this was set?